What's up, guys? This is Steve Cardenas, aka Rocky the Red Power Ranger, and you are watching Legacy of Nerd, and you know what time it is. It's morphin' time.
Do you know what time it is? Welcome to the Legacy of Nerd. My name is Daniel, and today I am honored. I am here with Steve Cardenas from Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the Red Ranger.
It's morphin' time! Tyrannosaurus!
And then the Blue Zeo Ranger as well from Power
Don't
Rangers.
forget Zeo.
Never forget Zeo.
Zeo is my
important.
favorite. Zeo is my favorite.
Dude, the morphers from Zeo are like one of my favorite morphers on general.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like, for me anyway, the reason I like Zeo the best is strictly just from like a character standpoint, not necessarily all the Ranger stuff, like the suit or the morphers or Zeonizers or whatever. I just like what they did with Rocky's character in that one more. Yeah. So.
Well, not only that, like Rocky had been more already introduced, so you can now get into the character more and stuff like that. The theory is that the Zeo powers are still the most powerful powers out there. Yeah. Big want for the community is a Zeo anniversary special. I think would be super awesome.
I would love for them to revive some more Zeo stuff.
That'd be so awesome.
Yeah, awesome.
So we're here at Heroes of Fantasies in San Antonio, which, if I understand correctly, this is San Antonio's your old stomping ground.
Yeah, I grew up here. Yeah, I went to middle school and high school here. Yeah.
Awesome. So I think we went to the same high school. I went to Clark.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Go Cougars.
That's it. What's up? And then, did you grow up here as a kid and then move out?
I moved here when I was 12.
Okay, okay.
So I went to middle school and I went to high school here, and then when I was like 19 or 20 or so, that's when I auditioned for Power Rangers, and they moved me to California.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So Cougars, yeah.
Cougars, yeah.
So we're now, it's 30 years.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for reminding me, by the way.
But Power Rangers is so still relevant, so still awesome. What is it like being part of that legacy?
Well, I mean, quite honestly, I mean, you know, when we were filming it back then, I mean, we knew that the show was popular at the time, but never did I dream in a million years that 30 years later, like the fans would still cling to it and still love it, and it still had the same meaning for them that it did back then, or probably even more so now, you know what I mean? And so that was just something that was unexpected, and what a treat, what a blessing for me. You know, I feel like that was something that was unexpected, but you know, now I get to meet all these fans, and they're all grown up now, so they can actually articulate what the show meant to them and why it was so important. And to me, this kind of stuff is much more rewarding than when we were working back on the show, just grinding it all out and never getting to meet the fans really or anything like that.
Because you were like on 6 days a week, 12-hour days.
Yeah, we were filming all the time. We never, and if we ever met any of you fans, you were too scared to talk to us. You'd hide behind your mom because you were like 6 years old.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? So it wasn't fulfilling. You know what I mean?
I still feel nervous when I talk to Rangers, so I'm just like, you guys are still so awesome.
Thank you.
Once and always.
Once and always.
Huge experience, huge thing in the community as well. Mm-hmm. What was it like coming back? I know you came back for the 25th as well, but Once and Always was a much more bigger thing. What was it like in that experience like?
Dude, I loved it, man. Do you know how you guys get nostalgia? Well, we got the nostalgia too, because imagine stepping onto that command center set again, or stepping into the juice bar set. They recreated it exactly from the one from 30 years ago. It's like you look at it, you're like, dude, awesome, man.
You and Walter's fight scene was awesome.
That was great, man.
And seeing Walter do his little hip hop keto as well.
Awesome, yeah.
And you guys still hold up as far as you did really well. It was an achievement. It was really awesome to see you guys come back for Once and Always. You guys had new suits, you guys had new props, new sets, and it was just, that must have been like awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun, and I really appreciated that they stuck to what the fans wanted to see and not just come up with their own thing like they would always do with all the other reunion episodes, you know?
Like a natural progression.
I'm really happy about that.
Awesome, man. So looking back now, what was your favorite Rocky moment, whether it be like an episode or just a moment from Mighty Morphin or Zeo?
Well, I mean, dude, there was a lot, man. It's hard to pinpoint, you know? I mean, there were some fun ones, like in Zeo, like where like there was an episode where they turned me into a werewolf. That was pretty cool to get into the full makeup like that, and to, you know, to be like this whole different character. That was kind of cool. But some of the things that were just more things that happened like on the set that weren't part of the show. Like, for example, like every other week, you know, they would have the Make-A-Wish Foundation come.
Oh, that's cool.
And there was like one kid's like dying wish to meet the Power Rangers, and we get to meet them, you know, just things like that were just, you know, just really special moments that, you know, kind of always stay with you, and you can never really, no one can never take it away, you know? And so I just feel like, being able to make those kind of connections with the fans was amazing. And so just things like that to me were like the most special and the most memorable, you know?
And that makes more sense because you talk about now, like, this is what you enjoy. Me getting to meet us growing up, and that's what you got. You didn't get a lot back then. So. But that's amazing. That's amazing. I didn't know that you guys did that on set a lot or at all.
We would do it like almost every week, probably, or every other week for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we would do the Make a Wish, meet the kids, you know, our last wish, you know.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
So lastly, Hasbro calls and they go, Steve, we want you to write a story. We want you to write a Rocky story. Where do you think you would go with it?
I would call Kyle Higgins and
That's
say,
smart.
Write the story for me.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm not creative enough. But you know, I don't know. I think you know, exploring like, you know, Rocky with the fireman thing and all that stuff like that could be cool, you know.
Yeah.
Like he still feel like he wants to be heroic, even though like he wasn't necessarily having all the powers all the time in the new universe, you know. So that could be fun. That could be interesting.
Or episode where you
like any
finish
of the
your
old
meal.
Rangers, yeah, right, where I get to actually eat. Well, I think, you know, some kind of a storyline where somehow we're mentoring, you know, somebody else, you know, that would be cool. Like kind of like how Once and Always was, how like sort of we all collectively sort of mentored, you know, men into the Yellow Ranger position. So something like that could be cool.
That'd be awesome.
Like that's the way to always do it.
Bring up a whole new generation as well.
100%.
But be there in the back seat just in case. That'd be awesome. Well, I want to thank you for talking to me and coming back to San Antonio, coming back home. Appreciate it.
I always come back home.
So you can find Steve at Instagram.
Yeah, Steve Cardenas PR. You know, it's PR for Power Ranger. So you can find me there. And then my Instagram, I post every weekend. I'm in a different city doing touring somewhere. So eventually I'm going to come to a city near you. So just make sure you follow and look at all the new posts about where I'm going to be weekly. And that's the best way you can meet in person if you want.
Awesome. I want to say congratulations on being a new grandfather as well.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Congratulations. That's awesome. And, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for meeting me.
You're welcome, man.